holidays, Aquarius. Welcome to your December. Let's see here, Aquarius. Well, the first thing you have coming up as far as the focus or kind of the general energy around December is the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords talks about, unfortunately, it can talk about heartbreak, a breakup, a divorce. It can talk about not being able to see or be with a loved one, separation or distance from someone that you care about. But the good news is here, Aquarius, I feel like this is just delayed. So if it is a separation kind of thing, if it's a breakup, it's just a matter of, or if you've lost someone to death even, it's just a matter of, you'll just feel this way until time kind of helps you move forward. You certainly never forget anyone, but you're able to gradually kind of get to a place where you can at least function in a more healthy way. And you may not quite be there yet in December. You may just be feeling down, Aquarius. But if this is a situation where it's someone that you still want to work things out with, or that is at a distance for whatever reason that you're separated, I feel there's just some delay around this. Like, it's not going to be this way forever. This person, things will maybe go back to the way that they were before, or there will be a new beginning with this person. For many of you, again, that won't apply to all of you, but for many of you, there's going to be a new start or a way to reconnect or restart. Kind of hit the reset button on a relationship. And, it's not unreasonable to think that way. Maybe you have been feeling that way anyway, Aquarius, because I'm getting the message that some of you have intuitively felt that this is not over. I will be with this person again. I will see this person again. Maybe it's about more than one person. Because with threes, sometimes that can mean you and two other people. So, maybe there are a couple of people you're missing at the beginning of December. Now, some of you may be in a long-distance relationship. I mean, that can just be saying that, I really care about this person, but we don't live near each other, so we can't be together. But you may be contemplating for next year, Aquarius, some of you, how you're going to rectify that situation. There's going to be, you're talking about one of you moving. Moving and travel are definitely on the table. So I feel like if you're not actually moving or traveling in December, you're talking about it. Maybe with this person at a distance. And so how you can be together and how you can make that a goal for next year or make that happen next year. Now, the Queen of Cups is coming up here as well. This is normally a water sign energy. Doesn't have to be, and she doesn't have to be female. She is presenting as a queen here. But yeah, she's coming up as, this is water sign energy normally, so that is Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And coming up in the reverse, this may be somebody who is, just being particularly maybe moody, or maybe she is upset, maybe very emotional person. In the reverse, she can also be a bit of an emotional manipulator, an emotional manipulator, meaning if a situation's not going the way that, she will get upset. And, if she doesn't get her way, she gets upset. It's very kind of childlike behavior. There's a lot of waterworks, or this is somebody who can make herself cry on, consummate actress. This one, I can cry at the drop of a hat. No, I didn't get my way, so I'm so upset about it. Or she's always the victim. She's always, so there could be conflict. For some of you, this could be your mother, because I do have the rune of mother coming up in reverse. It could be your daughter, could be a grandmother, an older female member of the family who's just, she's so hard pressed and has been so afflicted. She's always the victim of everything that goes wrong. And, So this could be somebody, because it's connected to travel and it's connected to family, and this could be somebody causing some upsets at family holiday dinner, or someone who it's just kind of bringing people down. Now, I do see for some of you may be introducing a partner or a new partner. For those of you who have gone through a separation or divorce, it seems like many of you already have a new love, or already have someone in mind. And some of you may be bringing someone home to a holiday dinner and introducing them, or you may be asked to go with a new partner and meet their family, because again, I see travel around twice, because we have a Six of Swords and also Righto, which is the rune of travel, and Awas is on the table as well. So yeah, lots of travel, lots of short distance and long distance for many of you. Now, those of you who are single, you Aquarians who are maybe getting over a heartbreak, or trying to move on from a situation that was, quite devastating, that maybe happened earlier this year, new partnership is on the table. Many of you won't meet this person until December. It could very well be that you are meeting someone while you're traveling, because again, it's coming up next to Righto. This came up for someone else too, but it applies to you as well, Aquarius. There could be a delay or something at an airport if you're traveling, or you could have to put off a trip if you're going by car even, and then you end up going somewhere else, and this is how you meet this person, either at the airport, maybe their travel's delayed as well. Get the info you need to stay in touch. Any kind of serendipitous meeting that you have, and it is very much kind of like a movie, like that. What do they call that? A meet cute, where you're not expecting to meet anyone and you meet someone new. Get the digits, get the info, so that you can find this person again. And you can chat and meet this person again. And yeah, any conflict, I just feel like somebody's emotions are going to be on edge. If you are visiting family, going home to see family, there's going to be someone, and for most of you, it will be a female, who's just really, another way this is working, I feel like this is someone who may have lost a baby recently, or had a miscarriage, and is just very emotional about that. And is just not kind of maybe in the spirit, and is not maybe able to make the festivities. But with this person in reverse, it is somebody who's kind of coming up in not the most positive light. So maybe they do say something insensitive. They're not, or they're trying to make it all about them. And, so that could be another way that this works out. Whatever this new partnership is, though, those of you that are already in one that recently began, or if you have not yet, I feel like for most of you, though, you don't meet this person until December. I feel like this person is going to seem very mysterious to you. And there's a strong physical attraction, strong sexual chemistry with Pedro here right next to this. Also, those of you who do divination on your own, this may be somebody that you've seen coming in readings that you've been doing for yourself, or maybe even that you've gotten from other people for quite some time. And finally, he or she is showing up. So that's quite exciting, Aquarius. You're going to have to let me know in the comments how that plays out. But any delays, take them in stride, because I feel like it's going to end up being a very positive thing for you. Now, another way this can work is some of you may be leaving one business partner or partner behind for a new one. Again, this kind of plays into that. So I feel like some of you are in transition from one relationship to another, either in business or personal, because again, Gifu in the rune of partnership it can be romantic or business. But yeah, you may be leaving a job situation. You may be leaving a business partnership. And, this may be the partner that you're leaving because she dropped the ball, or she didn't do what she was supposed to do. Or, maybe it was someone else's fault. And it kind of left a bad taste in your mouth. But some of you are going to be moving or looking to move on to greener pastures financially. Help that's going to be available to you, again, travel, getting away, Six of Swords, leaving behind choppy, tumultuous waters for the calmer, more relaxing waters. And this can be in a real sense in that travel helps you leave behind any kind of problems that you're having. Just that physical shift, you actually physically being in a different place, gives you a perspective that you don't have when you're in the same location, dealing with the same things or situations or people attached to that location. So I feel like for many of you, it's a blessing to get away in December. It's getting you away, particularly a lot of you, from stress at work and just feeling like you are maybe opposed by people in power or a group of people in particular, that they've blocked you or caused you to lose money or not be able to move forward in your career. I do feel like those of you who can get away definitely should. In December. And those of you who can leave a job, I feel like, I kind of feel like those of you who have experienced this on the job front, it was to get you to leave a situation, that it was time to go. It's like you've done your time here. It's definitely time to move on. So, what can't be changed is Page of Cups is coming up next to Ansu's. So the Page of Cups can be a child or a message. And again, the Cups people normally associated with water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So this could be, this can also be a spirit guide. But next to Ansu's, I feel like a lot of you, that is how it's working out. Either there's wisdom in something a child says to you, or you get a very clear message from someone. Maybe you dream it, or and this could be someone who's crossed. Those of you who have lost someone, if a relative or someone close to you passed away, you could be getting messages from this person. Don't be freaked out. That's normal. Normally in dreams, it will come through, and that may be how a lot of you are getting messages in December. Now, for others of you, this may be a creative pursuit, a creative class, something that you have really been, like, either you've gotten a certification, or you're completing a degree, or you're taking an exam that's going to allow you to do something that is very creatively or emotionally satisfying to you. So I feel like those of you kind of stuck in a job that's less than awesome, you've had a plan for quite some time, and you may be finishing it up in December, or you may be finding other opportunities online. This can also be a job interview. So if you get it, I would definitely look in December, even though that's not usually a prime time to find a job. You may very well stumble on something that's just the thing to kind of remove you and get you out of a situation. Just getting the feeling a lot of you Aquarians, you're just fed up with work. You're just really over it. And them trying to block you from doing what you want to do, or, it seems like you always get the short end of the stick, Aquarius, when it comes to work, and it's time for you to move on and out of that. Some of you may be thinking about retiring. That's another way this can work, because I don't think all of you will even be going to another job. You'll be going to do what you want to do, whatever that is. Maybe traveling, maybe moving to Florida, or moving to a warmer climate, or getting the heck out of Dodge. Focus on this in December, whatever this change is job-wise that you're going to be making soon, Aquarius. If you're feeling down about the conflict around family, or just, stress at work, you're soon going to be leaving that behind. That's what I see for many of you. Absolutely. Some of you may also be told that you are pregnant in December. So, Yeah, even if you're watching this on the November side, it's probably too late to tell you to be careful. But I feel like for most of you, this will be good news, I hope. Outcome here with the 5 of coins in reverse. I do feel like it's like someone's going to talk you down off the ledge. The more you talk about this work stuff, maybe you're venting to someone, and I feel like they're really going to help you put it in perspective and just be like, hey, you know what? You're going to be out of there soon. Or if you don't have any plans, they're going to tell you, get out of there. What's holding you there? Why do you feel like you have to stay there? Even if it is your company and you're in partnership with somebody else, you know, if that partner's not carrying their weight, get rid of them and get a new one. You can do that. You can break a contract. But yeah, I feel like somebody's going to be telling you, or, you know, for many of you, I feel like you already, especially those of you who are retiring, you've already got a date in mind. It's just a matter of making it to that date. And, that's going to be the final separation. And so I feel like somebody's just telling you, hey, focus on that. You're out of there soon. It's only going to be a little bit longer. And, you're going to be free of this. Now, if this is not a work situation, some people, it may be a divorce or a final separation from a relationship that was no longer working. So you could just be, again, those of you who are meeting someone or that you've got this new person on the scene, you may just be like, oh my gosh, these delays around divorce or are really getting to me. Some of you may be venting about this person that hasn't been around. If this is a friend or family member or someone that you're close to that you'd like to see again, who if there's been a rift or an argument or conflict that caused this, I feel like that maybe it's all about separation and delays and anxiety around that for you, Aquarius. That's the downside of December. But again, you can kind of temper that by talking to others, sharing how you're feeling, because I feel like they're going to impart some wisdom for you or have some great advice, just like, you can change this, get out of there, or just reminding you, well, you're not going to be stuck in that much longer. So I think you're going to feel better by the end of December than you felt at the beginning, Aquarius. I think you're going to feel really comforted and like you have people that you can talk to about these things. But there is a point where, it's better to just things you can't change, let it go. You air signs can drive yourselves mad thinking about scenarios and, maybe this and maybe that. Don't do that to yourself in December because it could really kind of get out of hand and color the whole month for you if you let it. So rein those thoughts in. They're just thoughts. And listen to the messages you're getting. Those of you who are getting messages from Spirit, some of you that find out you're pregnant may be concerned about the money at the end of the month. But again, I feel like somebody's going to be like, look, you're going to be amazed at how, if you're doing the right thing and trying to do the best that you can, the universe will provide. And it truly is true. I mean, I'm sure you will be looking to change your circumstances, but as long as you're taking proactive steps and putting effort into any changes that need to be made, you'll find that that's true. You'll always have enough, you'll always have what you need or someone there willing to help you. So that is the message for December, Aquarius. Good luck with that. I will see you back here in January.